It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. The Hallis Trophy and a date at the Super Bowl await one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Complete beyond the marker. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10 from the 41. Coming right is Gibbs. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They'll come up 1st and 10. They'll go right side with Gibbs. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense up to the line fast. They go play action here. Bails out of the pocket quick. Caught near the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Gibbs. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll try Gibbs again. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll run. It's Gibbs. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and they remain just short of the end zone. It's 4th and goal.
Well, this defense simply outplayed the offense here in these first 3 downs. And now they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And their first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. First play, and Young's going to pass. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So 2nd down coming up. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. Throwing again from their own end zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. From his own end zone on 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Ole Miss rookie. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that 3rd down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic. Not just knock that ball away.
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set. 65 6, 65 6. I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go, third and less than a yard. Back-to-back carries here. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You felt it the second this play bounced toward the outside, this defense responded. They pounced. That was their chance to get to him before he could get the couple inches he needed for a first down.
So on fourth down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Check go.
Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Another one for Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He has it at the 33. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And it's going to be Panthers football. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Young working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. A lot of grass ahead. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's the handoff, and he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for second down.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap now to Young. It is caught left side. And he's taken down at the 30.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Go sweep. 19 tight. 19 right.
Out of the gun, Young. Short pass brought in. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Extra point attempt coming up. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Panthers tie this game 7-7. Right, ready to send this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, first and 10.
Warriors 70. Let's go.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Connects with the open man downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Play action on first down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Panthers will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, first and 10. Slot man motioned over. Here's Young on first and 10. We've got a screen to the running back. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 43. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now it's Young. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3. They give it to him again. Has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Right, ready to send this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. This, the snap that's going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Eagles with a 2nd and 7. He'll throw it. Chased out to his right. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Well, I'll say this. If you're willing to chance a throw like that, an early down is where you want to do it. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work out, but you still got time now to try to find something else on the play sheet.
Throw on 3rd down. He has the 1st over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll... go to this crossing route concept sometimes 12 times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They go play action on 1st. He's got Devontae Smith. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Still sticking with the passing game. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 1. Completes one and Ben hit it. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. 1st down from the red zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Panthers get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Throwing from his own end zone. Finds a man right side. And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Rush coming for Young. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Man in motion here. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking right, and he finds him. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Darius Slay with the stop.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Looking to throw, Young. That's incomplete left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Carolina in punt formation. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. Fields this at the 19. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Eagles will take possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Jeffrey Simmons that time on the tackle. He's on the move. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Go!
First throw for the backup now. Finds a seam down the middle. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles start their second half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
Ready up!
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Defense shows blitz. Young. Forced out to his right. And he's going to slide to a halt. For the moment, it's a gain, but we'll see if that penalty flag brings it all back. All right, so they like the results on the field. Decline this penalty. First and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap now to Young. Finds him over the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Out of the gun, Young. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Another carry for him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation, a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
19-9. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
And go.
Back to throw. Here's Young. Setting up the running back screen. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They kick the running back in motion. Looking to throw. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. That one right down the middle. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Right, ready to send this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
Okay, ready.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
60 Bobcats. Go.
McCarthy looking to throw. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Gronk, is one of the league's better tight ends. are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Panthers will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Darius Slay with the stop. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. The Falcons have the ball. Second and 6 coming up here. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he fights his way forward to get this to the 45. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy, right? Grab some cloth and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Back to the well again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Fourth down, Young. He finds him beyond the marker. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on. And turns out, handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing on.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Lone back gets the handoff. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And the Eagles get to it. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Set. Go.
On play action now, McCarthy. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think it's fair to say, in the eye in the sky doesn't lie, without that ball being tipped, we're looking at a big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense, and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
2nd and 10, McCarthy escapes the pocket. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
A little bit of chaos, right? I mean, play breaks down, trying to find a connection and get on the same page, just couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, though, and what I do like is you live to play another down. You don't risk the interception, and you throw it out of bounds.
And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Panther 11, Panther 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Back to the air, McCarthy. Ooh, incomplete there on second down, but boy, a risky throw on a check down of all things. Nearly picked off and headed the other way.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Looking to throw, McCarthy. That's Smith on the slant. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Offense in the hurry up here. First and 10. Here's Jones. Still has room inside the 15. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now trail by just a point in the fourth. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Running back sent in motion. Here's Young on first and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
On second and 10, Young launches one deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing third and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Back to throw it. That's caught for the first. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's Hubbard on the give. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They run again with Hubbard. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Panthers pushing to get within range for a game winner. New set of downs for him from the 46. Going to the ground again on first. And he won't win the race to the outside. That one's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw. This one finds Polk. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the first.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They kick the running back in motion. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a gain of 4 there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. First and 10, it's Hubbard. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
On second down, it's Hubbard. And he's going to fight his way down to the 35-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Hubbard again. Still well short after the 3-yard run. It's going to be 4th down and 6. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. So on 4th down, they bring him out for his most important kick of this game. All spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Right, ready to send this one away. And he's going to field this in the end zone without a return, so they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
18, Pioneer.
Here he is to throw. Finds a man, right side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas Trophy as NFC champions. And now just one step and one trophy remain. 2 weeks from now when they take the field in the Super Bowl. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.